Morning, everybody, or evening, wherever you're watching in the world. Welcome to today's class. It's not going to be an easy class for me to teach, and you probably all hear I'm fighting back the tears. Most of you in Africa and America know Foxy. Anyway, this class is totally dedicated to her. And a lot of you remember in the States when my dad passed how yoga helped me get through. And a lot of you remember in South Africa how I continued teaching with going through Ronnie's cancer and after he passed. Foxy's obviously bringing up a lot of stuff for me. She's just been diagnosed with a cancerous tumor in her chest. So we've got on prednisone or cortisone, and I'm going to watch her, and it's a case of buying some time for her, time to just help her have a wonderful transition. And so today's class, we're going to dedicate to all the wonderful fur animals that become so much a part of us, that we love so much, that make such a difference in our lives. And we're also going to ask our Zoom and our YouTube members to make donations if they feel up to it or I want to the Woodrock Sanctuary, because they do such wonderful work. There's so many. We were torn which actual charity, animal charity, to ask you just to send a little bit to, but Woodrock does a lot of good work, so we chose Woodrock, and Nikki will put the link on the YouTube for that. So let's begin. It's an honor to teach this class today in honor of love. So today is a class that yoga helps us to really appreciate what we have in our lives, especially love. Bow your heads to your hearts and just take a couple of moments to breathe deeply. Lovely, long, slow, deep breaths. So, often we avoid sadness. We don't want people to see our sadness. We don't want to be real. But that's not what life's about. Life's about experiencing everything that comes our way. And as we experience the sadness, it is only because of the great love that we hold in our hearts. And it's that love that will sustain us through everything, because we know that love is immortal. And whoever passes in our lives will always be with us. So taking those lovely, long, slow, deep yogic breaths, allow yourself to be centered in this moment in time. If I cause tears for some of you, I'm not sorry. Those tears always need to flow. Breathe deeply, breathe openly, breathe honestly. In all my years of teaching and in all my stories that I've gone through with my husband, now with Fox, I know the one thing to be true, that we need to be real. Can't use spiritual bypass. We have to be real. We have to feel. We have to honor. And then slowly open your eyes. Bring your hands to your knees. I've got the heater on, so I'm going to switch it off because Vicky will shout at me. Makes noises. Sorry, guys. Bring your hands to your knees and inhale. Open those hearts as you bring them forward. Exhale. Squeeze around. Inhale. Open. So really, this is going to be a class of the heart. Feel, and I feel that prana, feel that love. Feel how honored we are to share our world with the four-leggeds. How amazing they are. How truly, truly amazing. The loyalty, the love, the companionship that our fur babies give us. And then slowly come forward and bring right shoulder and then left shoulder. And roll them as you do this. I don't know what today's class is going to be. I have no idea. But I'm going to trust the yoga to, as always, help me through life. If it wasn't for this mat and my yoga practice, I don't know where I'd be. So I'm sharing myself authentically with you guys today to show you that it's okay and that yoga really is the thing that helps us through it all. And then slowly come back. Let's get onto our hands and knees. I'll give you a little kiss. Mwah. Onto our hands and knees. So Foxy's been major yoga dog for 14 years. Everybody knows her. She's done some amazing therapy work in that time too. Inhale into cat. Exhale, squeeze and round. Inhale into cat. exhale, squeeze around, inhale into cat, exhale, squeeze around, inhale into cat, and now let's do your dog fox, your pose Foxy, downward facing dog, my loves. Let your two sit bones reach up into the heavens, let your head move down into the earth, lift your two sit bones up, spread the back of your legs, feel the pose, move into the pose and let the pose do you. Really feel this pose, feel the awareness of the palms rooted into the earth, the feet rooted into the earth, the two sit bones lifting up into the heavens, the spine lengthening, the amazing opening that yoga gives us, the bringing of ourself back to ourself again, the reminding of the bigger picture, the openings, the blessings. Inhale, drop onto your knees. Exhale, take child's pose. Inhale, forward into cobra. Open your heart. Exhale, push back into down dog. Inhale, drop onto your knees. Exhale, take child's pose. Inhale, forward into cobra, into cat. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, drop onto your knees. Exhale, take child's pose. Inhale, forward into cobra and hold. Lift and open your hearts. Really feel how blessed we are to know love. Lift that heart. Lift the belly towards the heart. Lift the crown of the head towards the heavens. Love is the greatest force in the universe. Hold it in your heart. Feel it. Tuck your toes under. Big inhale. Exhale. Push back into down dog. Breathe. Making ourselves a little bit stronger. Inhale into plank. Hold and breathe. Push through. Yes, you can. You can go through anything when you realize that energy never dies and love is immortal. And then we all have extra guardian angels in the heavens. Big inhale, exhale, push back into down dog. We're going to do up dog, down dog now, just in honor of the dogs. And we also honor the kitty cats. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. So Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, last one. Drop your knees, flatten your feet, come back into cobra. Really feel like you're opening your heart, you're connecting to the universe, you're connecting to that divine force that pours through us all. Irrespective of what is in our bodies, that force is always present. Whether we have a human form or a dog form, it'll never leave us, never die. That presence in our heart. Love is immortal. Big inhale, exhale, push back into child's pose. Take a moment, breathe deeply. Inhale up the right side, exhale down the left. Let's make this the infinity now. Inhale up the right, cross to the left, bring your head back to the right, and then cross again and go down the left. So it's like an infinity sign. Inhale up and around to the left, over to the right, and back down the left. So flow in the river of infinity. Flow in the river of awareness. Flow in the river of love. So blessed to have love. One more time in this direction. And then come back. And let's go in the other direction. So it's inhale up the left, over to the right, round to the left and down again. And really feel like you're drawing this infinity, like a little bit like a squashed figure eight. Eternal, immortal, infinity, timelessness, deathlessness. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jorti Gamaya Mritoma Amritam Gamaya. Lead us from truth, untruth into truth, from ignorance into light, and from death into immortality. Last one. Om Masatoma Sat Gamaya, child's pose. Jorti Gamaya. Mritoma Amritam Gamaya. Breathe. Inhale into cat. exhale, push back, down dog, stretch it out. Feel that infinity flowing through you, feel that life force flowing through you. Take lovely, long, slow, deep breaths. Really have the awareness. And then looking towards your hands, bring your left foot forward, flatten your back foot, you're on a balance beam, we're coming into triangle. Inhale yourself up. Squeeze a big imaginary ball between your legs. Inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, come into triangle. So inhabiting our world, our experiences, our knowing. Feelings are the language of the soul. So it's a parigraha, guys. Yeah, one of the lessons I've been teaching you, non-attachment. Yeah, a parigraha, non-attachment. But that doesn't mean not loving. So it means loving and letting go and allowing life to flow. And allowing life to flow through you. Finding it a bit hard, that one today, but it's one of the ones I need to practice, parigraha. Big inhale, exhale down, inhale back into your down dog. Stretch it out. Breathe into it. Inhale, bring your right foot forward, flatten your back foot, and come into triangle on this side, inhabiting our world. Finding space, finding energy flowing through us. Big inhale, exhale, come down. Hold your triangle. Find your bandhas. Feel the energy moving from the top fingertips through to the bottom, from the tailbone through to the crown of the head. Feel yourself present. Feel the sense of love and life flowing through you. Big inhale, exhale down, inhale back into down dog. Stretch it out. Inhale, up dog. Flatten your knees, flatten your feet, come back into cobra. So cobra is such a beautiful pose. I rise to face all adversities. I shed skin, I transition, I grow. And everybody's life is a gift to us. Foxy's has been a huge gift to me, and I know her transition will be a gift to me because I will learn to love deeper. So lifting up, opening your heart, transitioning, allowing yourself to move forward. Big inhale, exhale. We're going to do a lot of dogs today. Exhale, down dog, stretch it out, breathe. Let's bring our right foot forward again, flatten our left. And this time come up into warrior. Definitely need warrior. So I'm being selfish in my practice today. I'm doing what I know I need. So I need the warrior. This is how yoga helps us cope. Push into your back thigh. Feel strength surging from the earth. Draw into the energies of the earth. Draw into the energies of all the four-leggeds, all the beautiful four-leggeds. Draw into the energy of bear and wolf and lion, all the courage that you need, all the wisdom that you need. Breathe. Feel the earth underneath you. Feel the strength, the courage, the awareness. Big inhale, exhale down into runner's lunge. Inhale into plank. Here we go. Exhale, knees, chin and chest, or chaturanga if you feel up for it. Inhale into cobra or up dog. Exhale, push back into down dog. Breathe into it, guys. Hey. Bring your left foot forward. Flatten your right foot. Inhale up. Breathe. Her little eyes are actually open, so she kind of knows that this class is dedicated to her. She's feeling very posh. I put on a nice pink jacket today, so she's very posh. Bend your knees, push into your back leg. Lift your belly, drop your tailbone. Look over your front palm. So it's a thing called Dristy Gaze. It's a steadfastness. Our breath brings us to a steadfastness, a security, a sense of being. The pose, so magnificent, drawing us down into the earth. Feeling the earth's energy, feeling the energy of creation, but at the same time creator. Feeling the strength of the spiritual warrior, Virabhadrasana. Breathe. Big inhale, exhale down. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or knees, chin and chest. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Breathe. Bring your right foot forward between your hands, flatten your back foot and have it pointing towards the left corner. Inhale up into warrior one. Pull your right hip back, your left hip forward, open. Push into your back heel. Breathe, feel strong, feel powerful, feel connected. Bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, pull your palms down, lift your chest, big inhale, exhale, come between your legs, lift your arms. Let your head hang, breathe. Releasing your palms, inhale, bring yourself back up into warrior. Lift, feel the strength of warrior. Draw on the strength of your poses. Let your poses do you. Big inhale, exhale down. Inhale into plank. Exhale chaturanga or knees, chin and chest. Inhale up dog or cobra. Exhale push back down dog. Breathe. Left foot forward between your hands. Back foot facing towards right corner. Inhale up. Warrior two, one on this side. Left hip back, right hip forward, push into that hip. Breathe. Shoulders away from ears, shoulders down towards waist, belly lifted, heart lifted. Bring your hands, again interlace them, but then change the grip. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and come between your legs. Surrender that crown down towards the earth. Breathe. Big breaths. Breathe into it, feel the strength, feel the awareness. Come back up again into your warrior. Breathe. Big inhale, exhale down. Inhale into plank. Exhale, knees, chin, chest, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, push back down. Inhale, bring that left foot forward and swivel yourself to face your screen. Bring your palms forward. Breathe into second chakra. Really breathe deeply into second chakra. So yoga teaches us to become empty vessels that allow life to flow through us. Push your two sit bones up. Life flows through us. We don't flow through life. Life with all her ups and downs, her sadnesses, her joys, but in the sadness is the joy because of the love. So we feel it, we allow it to flow through us. This is why I love this pose so much. Breathe deeply into second chakra and allow a big sense of beautiful golden light in your second chakra. As you exhale, spread that light down through your feet, down through your palms, down through your spine, through the crown of your head. And then again, breathe a deep breath into your whole pelvic area. Really feel a huge expansion of light in your pelvic area. And exhale, bring it back down again. Allow life with all its stories to flow through you in gratitude. Gratitude for them all. For the experiences, no judgments. A parigraha. And that doesn't mean that you love less. It actually, I think, means that you love more. You love unconditionally. So thank God for this practice. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and let your whole torso be long from your first chakra through the crown of your head. Really feel your Sushumna Nadi, your column of light. The awareness of each chakra opening
The awareness of each chakra connecting to creation. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, the space, and the light. Each one connecting to each of the elements of creation. Bend your knees, bring your elbows onto your knees, and keep that tabletop as you push your knees out. Now you're really feeling a lovely, huge opening through second chakra. Breathe. You're also feeling a lovely stretch through the inner thighs, a nice length through the back, and feel that energy moving up and down Sushumna Nadi. Big inhale, exhale, drop your head and come into fan pose. Lift your two sit bones. You can hold onto your legs, you can walk your hands behind. You can do whatever feels right. Be sure that you're pigeon-toed. Hold it here and surrender the thinking mind to the creative force of the universe. Mother Earth as well. And just let the mind settle in Mother Earth. Mother Earth offers us such incredible healing through all her sentient beings, through her winged ones, her four-leggeds, those that swim in the oceans, the whole of creation, even the insects, the lizards world, the reptilians, the forests, the trees, oh, so much. So surrender into the energies of the earth as you push your 2 feet into the earth. Release and bring your hands back to your front foot and take it back into down dog. Stretch it out. Take a lovely big stretch here. Lift your 2 sit bones up into the sky. Draw your shoulders up towards your 2 sit bones. Really, it's the pose of the class, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Breathe. Foxy is very good at both down dog and up dog. A lot of you she's given you good demonstrations through the years. Drop onto your knees, take child's pose. Take a moment, just feel. Bring your hands onto your sacrum. Inhale, up you come. Exhale, bring your hands into prayer. Stay here. Take your hands behind you, coming into camel pose. Push your hips forward. We're not going to go into full camel. We're going to first come into just supported camel. Push your hips forward like you're pushing your thighs against an imaginary wall. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and open your hearts. And now visualize yourself in a beautiful tunnel of light. And all the guardian angels and beings of light and divine beings and deities are just pouring love into you, pouring support. We are always supported in the universe. We all have our guardian angels, our loved ones, our ancestors in the light, drawing that energy down and then slowly come up. Take your left foot out. Squeeze this thigh. Let your left hand come down, so it's little man's triangle, and stretch over. Breathe. Keep it nice and long. Use your bandhas. Breathe into it. Big inhale, come up. Exhale, bring your hand down. So now from your hip to your baby toe and your hip all the way through your palm. Feel that length. Push your back against an imaginary wall. Use your bandhas and stretch. Big, big stretch. Lift the foot, lift the leg, and stretch some more. So if someone is tugging on your foot and someone is tugging on your palm, then bend your knee, grab your ankle, push your foot into your hand, and lift your chest towards the heavens. Breathe, open that heart. Release, come down, and come back into child's pose. Bring your hands onto your sacrum again. Inhale, lift yourselves all the way up. Exhale, bring yourself into prayer. Take your right leg out. Push into your right baby toe. Remember bandhas, guys. Take your right hand down and stretch. So I have a very strange story right here in my right hip. And I'm just acknowledging it, and I'm acknowledging it on camera to you guys, because this is how our bodies talk to us. It's where we hold our stories. So I'm just gently, lovingly allowing it to release. Big inhale, come up. Exhale, stretch through. And it's funny because this side is actually my left side. So it's my vulnerable side. So it's not surprising that I'm feeling this. And normally my right side is the one that gives me a little bit of a story. So I'm acknowledging it, lovingly accepting. Okay, stretch your arm over, push your baby toe into the floor, stretch through your palms. So, you know, we have to be real. And as a teacher, I have to be as real as possible. And when I feel something, I need to let you know so that it gives you permission to understand where you are also. Stretch. Lift the leg. Stretch. It's actually released. Just by acknowledgement, it's released. Bend your knee. Grab your foot. That's why I love this practice. Push your chest. I know it works, guys. That's what's the miracle of this practice of yoga. So fortunate to have it. So blessed. So much gratitude to our teachers and our teachers' teachers. And then come back again and slowly release back into child's pose. Push your palms forward. Push your tushy into your heels. Take a moment to feel. Take a moment to breathe. We're going to come back to camel pose. So take your hands one on top of the other and inhale up and bring your hands into prayer. So camel is beautiful because you can really visualize yourself in this column of light. You have choices here. You can just keep your hands behind you, pushing your chest forward, or you can tuck your toes under and bring your palms to your heels. Or for those of you that are very supple, you can flatten your heels and bring your palms to your heels. But you don't want to come backwards, guys. You want to keep your thighs and your top of your belly, just here, bottom of your belly actually, against an imaginary wall. So you want to feel that the thighs are glued to the wall. So whichever variation of Ustrasana, camel pose you want to take, do that now. Curl your tailbone, use your bandhas, breathe into it. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chest, lift your heart. Visualize yourself in that beautiful column of light and visualize that column of light pouring into your heart. Breathe. Hold it and breathe. If it gets too much, you come back to kneeling. Hold it for a few more moments. Really opening your hearts. Beautiful. Slowly come up. Bring your hands slowly forward. Lift your two sit bones, drop your forehead. Stretch, guys. Open and spread your toes and do a couple of lovely circles with your feet and then circles in the other direction. And then bring the feet down and just go deeper into Anahata Asana, surrendering your heart into the earth. Tuning in to all the beautiful vibrations of the earth. To all the energies that earth and her inhabitants give us to help us. All our totem animals, all our crystals. So much blessings from Mother Earth. Let your heart melt into her. And then slowly come back onto your hands and knees. Let your left leg come up and straighten your right leg. Stretch, guys. Breathe. So it's just transcending duality for a moment. Come back and right leg up and left arm. Stretch. Come back. Alright, we're going to bring right knee for Pigeon Pose and stretch your left leg away from you. We're going to do it as a moving pigeon. Stretch, because you really use it to open our hearts. Inhale, open, lift your heart. Keep your elbows tucked in. Slowly come down and drop your forehead. Inhale, shoulders roll down, chest lifts, leg pushes away, left leg. Exhale, come down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. And inhale, open. And exhale, down. Stretch your arms forward if you can. If it's too much for you, then bring one palm on top of the other. Be sure that both hips are nice and straight, so you're not too heavy on your right side. Be sure that they're level. And then surrender yourself completely into the gravitational pull of the earth. Let it draw you into her. Breathe. There's nothing more wonderful than the healing that we get from Mother Earth. So just grab that healing. Let yourself and your heart and your whole being resonate with Mother Earth, Gaia, Pachamama. And then slowly come up, drop onto your right tushy and bring your foot around. Sit nice and tall, push your foot into the floor, lift your left arm up into the sky and bring it behind you. Big inhale and exhale, twist. Feel and enjoy the twist. Lengthen through the spine. So twisting unravels the brain, and sometimes when you're going through like a loss or a worry, or especially what we're going through now in South Africa, especially with the COVID, get very deeply into the worry. We need to untwist these feelings and these sensations and allow ourselves to move back into the realization of oneness. So squeeze it all out. We forget that it is all one breath, one love, one light. Breathe. Just again. Come back. And if you can't get your elbows down, you can always use blocks if you've got, or you can just have your palms up. If you can drop your elbows, do. Now bring the left side of your body round to the right and counter twist. Breathe. And then slowly come back. Bring knee over knee for Gomukhasana. You can lift your tushies to kind of like really get those knees over each other. If you want to make it more intense, you can bring the feet further away from your two tushies, two sides of the hips. Lift your chest, draw your shoulder blades back down, and push your heart forward. Then once you've gone as far forward as possible, bring your hands forward and let your chin relax over your knees, let your back round. Breathe into your shape and allow that whole shape to expand. Really get this wonderful awareness of expansion through the back of your body. Breathe into your adrenals and your kidneys and your lungs. Feel like the back skin of your body is really opening. Breathe. And then you slowly going to come up. Take your left foot, bring it behind and push back into down dog. Stretch it out. Inhale into plank. Exhale, knees, chin and chest, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, push back, child's pose. Take a moment. Come back up. Take your left knee now and bring it forward. Stretch your right leg away from you. Good. Bring your hands by your sides. Moving pigeon. Inhale, lengthen and open your heart. Exhale, down. Inhale, open that heart. Really feel. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. One last time. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Bring your arms forward. Surrender into the earth. Check your two sit bones. They've got to be flat and straight, and that also one sit bone can't be more forward than the other. So check that they're completely in line both ways. Breathe. Horizontally and vertically. Breathe. Surrender again deeply into Mother Earth. Such a nice feeling of gravity drawing you down into her. The nurturing arms of Mother Earth drawing you into her. Native Americans say that gravity is Mother Earth's love for us. So feel that love. Let yourself melt into it. Let yourself find comfort in it. Always. And then slowly come back up. Inhale back up, drop onto your left tushy and bring your foot around. Coming into the twist on this side, sitting nice and tall. Lift your right arm up into the sky, bring it behind you, nice and tall. Lift your left arm and twist. Really feel the twist. Feel the willingness to let go of anything that no longer serves. Feel the willingness as you let go of anything that no longer serves to raise your vibrational energy. The world needs us to raise our vibrational energy at this time. To the frequency of love, light and trust. Breathe. We can't get pulled under by the stories, by the news. We have to keep, as yogis, that vibrational energy high. And then slowly come round. Bring your hands onto the other side. Remember, if you can come down, you do. If not, you use blocks, or you just can have one palm up. Draw the right side of your body around towards the left. Oh, this is such a precious feel. Such a precious feel. Yes. I love these yoga classes, Mommy. I'm very used to them. She runs specifically always to come to yoga. Yes, she's been doing it since she was 6 weeks old, so it's kind of like a norm for her. And then slowly come back. Bring knee over knee. Find your two sit bones. Lift your chest. Go Mukhasana. Bring yourselves forward. And right at the end, you can round. You can bring your palms forward. And you can breathe into the space. So let yourself surrender. We're opening here in this pose, first chakra particularly. So we're really letting go of all the stories, all the things that keep us stuck. We've twisted, now we let go. And then slowly up you come. Take your knee around and push back into down dog. Stretch it out. Down dog always feels so nice after twisting. Inhale into plank. Exhale, knees, chin and chest. Inhale, up cobra or up dog. Exhale, float back into down dog. Stretch. Breathe. Drop onto your knees. Take child's pose for a moment. Okay, and up you come and sit on your tushies. Bring your soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. It's a sacred pose. You want to feel the lifting from second chakra to heart chakra, that real awareness. Also sometimes referred to as the pose of the goddess because it opens second chakra, heart chakra and third eye, the three feminine chakras. And then rock and roll those knees from side to side. Lift up nice and tall. And then hinge forward and back. So you're going to feel quite a lot of stretch through the inner thighs. I'm doing a lot of second chakra poses in order to allow us to let life flow through us. The more open our second chakra, the more abundance, the more joy, the more creativity. So just allow that second chakra to open. And then we're going to take a twist here. Take your left hand and give a good squeeze. Good squeeze. What you doing? And then push your knee down and twist. Give a good twist here. And then release and do the other side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Push your knee down and twist. Come round again. Lift your chest. And now you can take your elbows onto your knees and hold onto either your shins and your feet and just draw yourselves forward. So feel this lifting of the torso out of the hips. So we get stuck in the hips. So feel how this feels now. And we're going to do one more pose and come back to Baddha Konasana to see if we can really lift ourselves out of the stories into the realization of the divine that we are. And then up you come. Bring your feet onto the floor. I think I'm going to do it this way so that you guys can see. Take your right foot onto your left knee. Drop your foot, okay? Then walk your left hand over, all the way to the left. Take your right hand and push this knee away from you. Lift your left tushy and kind of just tuck it under. Push this away. Drop your right rib cage and lift your left rib cage, and then stretch. And feel like you're pulling yourself out of your hips. So you're giving yourself a good pull here. You feel like you're lightening the first chakra. You're drawing, because we get so mired in the first chakra stories. So feel like you're really lifting and opening and lifting and opening. And then there's a twist to it as well as you drop the right rib cage and lift the left. It's not a huge twist, but it is a twist. Use your bandhas. So go deeply into the pose and work the pose. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come around. Good. Other side. Left foot onto right knee. Drop down. Walk right hand over to the right side and as far away from you as feels comfortable. This left foot must be anchored into the floor. Lift this right hip and tuck it under. Push this knee away from you. Drop your left rib cage, lift your right. Use bandhas. Move deeply into the pose. This is a pose that you can really work with. Work with it. Twist, lengthen, lighten. Breathe. Keep that left foot anchored into the floor. Feel yourself drawing yourself out of your first chakra. So there's a softening. And then slowly release. Come round. And now come back into Baddha Konasana. Now again, feel yourself the same as you did in those last two. Lifting up, so you are taking yourself out of the stories, elbows to knees, and bring yourself forward. If you want, you can bring your palms forward, whatever feels good for you. You're going to find much more of an opening after you've done that pose. You're going to feel that you can draw yourself further forward. Remember that you're bringing your heart towards your head, and you're bringing yourself forward, not down. Shoulders are away from ears, so don't try and find the length through lifting your shoulders to your ears. Draw your shoulders back towards your waist. Find the length through the sides of the body and through your bandhas. So gently draw Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and feel that column of light. Breathe into it. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come back up and just sit for a moment and feel. Bring your knees together. So we're going to do one more heart opener, and that's going to be the bridge. So come and lie on your back. Flatten the front of your belly down into the earth so that you've really got that concave. push your feet into the earth. Now there's ways you can do this. You can hold onto your ankles. You can put your palms underneath your feet so that the heels are reaching onto the wrists, or you can interlace your palms and squeeze them together. Roll your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest towards your chin. Lift your tailbone towards the heavens. Really open and spread the chest. You want to feel like you've got a cord lifting your chest. Now breathe into this. Breathe and feel that divine light opening your heart even more. Really feel at one with that love. I think that's why we love our animals so much, because of the pure unconditional love we have, and for their love of us. And what they give us, so much love, so much nurturing. So really, just as I dedicate this class to Foxy, my heart is as open as it possibly could be, lifting it up to the heavens. Grateful for the time, and grateful for the immortal love that we will share forever. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come down. Keep your knees bent for a moment and just let yourselves rest here. I'm going to take one more. You can now extend it. If you want to do a fish or you want to do a full wheel, please feel free. I'm going to do another bridge pose. So I feel that this is a bridge from really, death is the bridge to Mahasamadhi, the great bliss. So this is just for me, but metaphysical, the bridge. So whichever back bend you want to take, I'm going to interlace my fingers this time. Take that back bend and open your heart. Lift. Giving you the choice in case you really feel like at this stage you need a bigger back bend. Breathe. And then slowly, slowly, slowly release down. Hold the knees bent wherever you are, just so that your bodies can regulate. And then slowly roll over to your sides and come up. I'm going to take the knees over to the left. Both. Now, there's two ways of doing this. You can take the shin and the ankle into the sole of the right foot, or you can tuck this right foot over your left ankle. Now, it just depends what feels good for you. I like the shin, but others like the ankle, so it makes no difference. If you are falling over to this side, please tuck a little cushion or something under here so that you, not like that, you're pushing into this left hip, okay? Sit nice and tall, flatten your palm, bring your palm to the outside of your knee, bring your right hand behind you. Now bring your chest through, really bring your chest through, lift yourself nice and tall. So push into your left hip, ground into it, feel that the spine is long and tall and growing, and then feel the twist, okay? So really get that twist, breathe into it, look over your back shoulder. Now keep your shoulders down, drop your chin, and bring your chin forward. Lift your chin, lift your nose, kind of snooty-like. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder, but don't lift your left shoulder. Just drop your ear. Lift your heart, so you're opening your heart completely. Lift your spine and lift your right cheek. This is a pose of complete surrender. Surrender to all that is. Surrender to the passage of life, the cycles of life, the experiences of life, that all are here to teach us, to help us to grow, to open our hearts to be better people. So I know I'm a better person because of Foxy, and I'm grateful. So lift your chest, wait for an angel to kiss you on the cheek, and know that you're not alone. Surrender, completely surrender. Feel that divine love pouring in through you. It's a beautiful pose. It's one of completely surrendering, allowing, acceptance, contentment, santosha. All is exactly as it's meant to be. All is exactly as it's meant to be. And then very slowly bring yourselves round. Take a moment, guys. And then let's bring ourselves to the other side. Lift your sit bone. Be sure that you are rooted into your right hip. Bring your left arm behind you. Again, if you need some padding here underneath your left side, left arm back, right hand, really nice and fingers together, thumb together, and push into knee. Draw yourself around. Lift yourself nice and tall. Breathe. Now, you can feel the twist going from right to left. Drop your chin, keep your shoulders down. Bring your chin up. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Now, the twist of the neck is going in the opposite direction. So the body's twisting right to left. The neck and the third eye twisting left to right. So you're completely transcending duality. That's why this is such a powerful pose. Visualize yourself in that column of light. Open your heart to gratitude, to love, to contentment, to peace. And most of all, to the realization of the divine love. Oma Satoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyoti Gamaya Richoma Amritam Gamaya. So know, lead us from ignorance into knowing, into bliss, from death into immortality. And from that complete knowledge to that complete knowledge. So this is the mantra of knowledge, of surrender, of opening. And this is the pose of just being in that knowing. And then very slowly bring yourselves round. Take a moment. Let's sit in Sukhasana, comfortable seated position, or any other position that is good for you. Now bring it forward, baby. Nice little thing. Come sit here. Come sit here. Close your eyes. Bring your hands onto your knees and just take some lovely, long, slow, deep, beautiful breaths. And feel how blessed we are. Feel how truly blessed we are to experience love, to experience joy, to have the blessings of the four-leggeds. So always, if you can, open your hearts to the four-leggeds. If you can rescue a four-legged, it's one of the greatest things you can do. So that is why this class is dedicated to Foxy, all four-leggeds, and to all those animal shelters that do such incredible, incredible work. I thank you all so much for your time, for your energy, and most of all for your love, because I truly feel your hearts, each and every one of you. Bring your hands into prayer to your hearts. Bow your heads to your hearts. And from my heart always, I'm grateful to this practice. So grateful to my teachers and my teachers' teachers in this lineage of yoga, which helps us cope through life, really gives us the tools. But most of all, I'm grateful to each and every one of you, for you are my teachers. And today, I'm so grateful for the love of this little dog in front of me. Namaste, everyone.